play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelce, 55 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Ravens take over the 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Second down and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Field goal unit not out there. They won 6 before halftime. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Ravens take over BustN Taz at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Eluding the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll get it to Drake, running left. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
To throw is Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Butker on for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Ravens 20. Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Jackson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
One last shot for Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
15.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
15.
Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 27. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
15.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown! Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll set a receiver in motion to the right. Completes it to Hardman. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, McKinnon again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 7-7, our score after 1.
Attack! Yellow! Yellow!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards on the ground. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first, if anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Jackson to throw.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, 32 yards.
And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And now the Ravens Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, 43. 43.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
43. Easy.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up third and 9.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion left is Watkins. On 2nd and 12, Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
The fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 74 yards.
And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
57 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Ravens 34, Chiefs 17. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yellow! Yellow!
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left is Watkins. Here's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Drake. Room here to run. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it, but hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Mahomes will throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.